How's it going? Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be painting on this 11 by 14 inches canvas panel, and they're perfect for plein air paintings or small studies, whatever you call them. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be recreating one of my charcoal studies. I hope you can see it here. It's a shore, sort of like a dune, and then there's water, there's a couple of boats, and the sky. I keep my stuff abstract, so for those of you who get offended, I'm sorry. This is how I guess, photo the impressions on my mind. You know, I do a quick sketch when I'm out there, when I'm in the in the field, or if I have a great, idea that just pops in my mind. Great for me, right? Anyways, I'm going to be recreating this and in a painting, and let's see. Let's go for it. Let me get a new brush. Well, not a new brush. In the last session, one of these little suckers came off. I don't know why. Maybe because it was a $3 brush. I don't mind it. I'll use anything. I'll use the good fancy brushes and the $2, $3 ones. I don't mind. I can see it better. Alright. So, as you've seen in my past videos, for those of you who've seen them, my stuff is very intuitive, okay? And I don't get tired of saying that because some people that paint really are hard on themselves. I used to be one of those people. I was very hard on myself. I was like, oh man, if the painting doesn't look a certain way, and blah 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 blah, and all the blahs in the world, I'm not going to be happy with it, or whatever that. The whole point is to be happy and to be at peace. Not even happy, but to be peaceful when you're painting, right? To have this, even if you're moving fast, you're still peaceful, right? And your mind or your heart. So there's no point in not doing this with. I like to say that every brushstroke is an acceptance of something that coulda, woulda, shoulda. I don't know if it make any sense there, but I like to keep it. The faster I move, this is not a speed video, okay? But I get into that zone. I don't know if you were able to see right now, but when I start moving quick, and this is something I discovered in my personal training, painting, I start stepping into something else that it's not from my mind. I don't want to sound cheesy or whatever, but it's not calculated. It's instinctual. It's by instinct. It's something that you practice and you rehearsed, often enough that you're kind of develop that muscle, and those of you who are artists and are listening, doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how you paint, whether you're paint realism or whatever it is that you do. I found that the way to achieve a deeper level in painting is to practice till you learn how to let go. It's one of those things. Picasso said something similar, I think. Learn the rules so you can break them. but I don't think he just meant the rules of painting, like the your color wheel or tones or whatever. I think he also meant the processes, whatever processes you use when painting, not just technical, but the stuff, that the clutter that's running through your head and the chatter of, even if you could be a professional artist, this is what I mean by chatter. I don't mean to sound so crazy. You could be a professional artist and you could be like, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that's holding you back, it's what I'm saying. If that's holding you back from your vision, you gotta tackle that. Gotta find a way to tackle that. All right. I attack when I paint. I love it. I like to feel like I'm painting, and one way of doing that is to bring about a level of speed, and at times, it can be subtle. It's not necessarily speed, but many times it does have to do with speed, and it's almost a bit violent, kind of beating the canvas, telling him who's the boss. Anyways, I have to find ways to entertain myself when I'm in the studio. Many times I'm in the studio alone, and I have to find ways to entertain myself other than just painting. But you kind of have to learn how to own it. If you're watching this and you're an artist, or want to be an artist, or you're starting out, something like that. I'm not talking to you pros out there, okay? You pros know what you're doing. But if you want to be an artist, or you have that in mind, or that kind of thing, you just have to whatever it takes you, to learn how to master it. Whether it's going to take you practicing the same painting, carrying around a set of 2-3 paintings around, and you just drill and rehearse and practice, or and it might take you, I don't know, years to finish those paintings. It doesn't matter. You have to still put in the hours, whether it takes you that or it takes you, I don't know, 3,000 paintings or whatever it is. You have to put in your 10,000 hours. That is my belief. Not because you have to put it just for the sake of putting them, but to get to a place where you are in control, where you are fully in control of the canvas. You're not controlling it. You're in control of yourself. It's not that you're controlling it. It wants to do whatever it wants. It is a painting. It is coming. It's coming out. It's coming forward. What I mean by I'm not trying to sound airy fairy or whatever, or maybe I am. But what I mean by it is that the painting takes its course. You're not going to control the painting. The painting takes its course. The painting is going to do its thing. All you're really doing is being its servant. You're guiding. You're the servant of that which is being created. But you learn how to control you. You learn how to control your movement, your emotions. You might be like, oh man, I should not put that blue there. Why did I do that? You know, that kind of thing. You learn how to control that. So you could serve the painting better. It's all about service. Don't kid yourself. Whatever you do, it's all about service. So So there we go. And then a bit of yellow. Just because yellow is awesome. Oh my god, I hope I don't sound like Bob Ross. Happy little yellow right here. And when you're painting, or you know, just a thought, you know, room for thought. Try to stay open. Try to stay open to the painting, because the more you I mentioned it before, the more you micromanage it, what you're really doing is that you're trying to control you're trying to control it rather than yourself. Okay, so there it is. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter. I love this. Here's my signature. Just to finish this beautiful piece. Till next time.